All right. So
And you're betting on them.
speaking of betting, let's jump into our lines here.
Good segue.
What's the first game you like?
My first game is probably the game of the week, actually. I like the Rams 1.5. They're getting 1.5 against the Bucs at home.
They're getting 1.5.
Yes, which I was kind of surprised about. But the Bucs, defending champs, 2-0. Obviously, it's kind of who you ever think's going to win this game. It's that small of a line. But at home, I like the Rams. They've been impressive.
Yeah.
Should be a fun game.
Yeah, that'll be a real fun game. And again, I hope it's not one of those games where like you're expecting there to be 60 points and then it's like 6-3 at half. And you're like, you kidding me? Come on.
Yeah.
So like, even if I didn't hammer the over, I would still want to see points.
Yeah, right. Because their defenses are good, but come on. Let's see Stafford and Brady go nuts.
I agree. Yeah, I don't hate that. The Bucs are really good. What I think that game could come down to, one, the home field advantage is big, but also, I mean, we saw last year Brady early on with the Bucs. They were still trying to figure it out, right? So although the Rams have looked good these first 2 weeks, is this going to be their first big challenge where, you know, they're going to have to do things a little bit differently? Game script's not going to go the way they want it to, and Stafford's going to have to try some different things. So that's my only, you know, my only anti.
Yeah,
that bet. But
I mean, you could go either way in this game for sure. I get both sides. Hoping Aaron Donald gets some pressure up the middle, which everyone knows is kind of Brady's kryptonite. But again, he's still the greatest of all time. Even if he does, he'll usually figures it out.
He'll just dump everything off to Gio Bernard.
Yeah,
like he did with Jimmy White. I like Jimmy White. If I was an announcer for the Patriots, why would you not say Jimmy White?
He probably hates it.
How do you know? You don't know him.
I don't.
Yeah, the
Jim
announcer.
White.
Yeah, Jimmy White. I like
Jimothy.
My first game, I like the Titans -5 at home against the Colts. And I know we're unsure about that defense, but with Jacob Eason starting, not feeling too good. I mean, anytime you bring in a backup quarterback, we don't know too much about him, right? Because isn't he
went to Washington
in the league for? Is this his second year?
Something like that.
Yeah, hasn't been in the league for too long, but you always see when a backup quarterback comes in, what a huge drop off there is in the NFL between a starter and a backup.
Excuse me,
unless it's Taylor Heineke.
Thank you.
Hey, Taylor Heineke's in there.
It's like, wait, didn't we just talk about this?
Yeah, but you don't know what you're talking about.
There are
Heineke's already had 4 starts. This is probably start number 1 for Jacob.
Get a starting job soon.
And you know that the Titans are going to score points, and that at some point Easton's going to fall behind and probably have to throw.
Right.
So for me, 5's kind of a lot, but for a backup quarterback in a team where, again, I think this spread, if Tennessee didn't get their asses kicked week 1, I think this spread would be even bigger. So for me, I think Vegas isn't giving them enough respect.
Yeah, I mean, 5 points is probably good, especially with a backup quarterback and a team in the Titans that's good. Like their offense is playoff, worthy, obviously, and a division game, so they kind of want to start off on the right foot, getting a big lead on Indiana. So I'm with Indianapolis. Excuse me.
Yeah, and Indianapolis looked pretty good with Carson Wentz.
It's a moment.
I was surprised. Yeah, but again, he sprained both ankles on one play.
That's like some old person thing to do.
Oh my God. For real though.
Yeah. I don't know how that happens.
Poor guy. He's not going to make it.
He's pretty fragile.
Yeah, for Jaylee.
Yeah.
All right, what's your second one?
The second one, game we talked about a few times, is Bears at Browns. I like the Bears getting 7 points here.
Oh, yeah. I looked it up before we started, and it was at 7.5.
Oh, really? Love it even more then.
Yeah, I was definitely happy about that extra half point.
You mentioned that both weapons for the Browns on the outside, starting weapons, are down. And, they're probably going to be running the ball because that's their strength. So, I mean, I don't expect it to be a huge blowout with a lot of explosive points or plays. And, Justin Fields kind of keeps it exciting going back to Ohio. Maybe he's got some, his friends from Ohio State watching.
Didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Should be a fun one. I'm sure it's a nice homecoming for him.
Yeah, I picked that one too. Pretty much the same reason. Wideouts are down, and I think Vegas is dogging the Bears because they have a rookie quarterback starting his first game.
Yeah, but this is probably the most excited Bears fans have been in a while.
Yeah, for real. And it sucks that it comes because Andy Dalton, like, his knee exploded or something. No,
Right.
It's not that bad. But they did talk about Matt Nagy came out and he said that once Dalton's healthy again, he's going to be the starter. Do we believe him?
I kind of do because
he's an idiot.
Do anything fun?
Yeah, because our front office and our coaching are idiots, and they want to lose their job. Apparently,
that's the only reason I believe him. Not that he should.
Right.
We don't make the right decisions.
That was my second bet, but I like it. Bears plus 7.5 at Cleveland.
Nice.
What's your last line?
Last one, another dog. You might call me crazy, but you know what? I haven't had good feel this year, so let's go crazy. I'm liking the Chargers getting 6.5 at the Chiefs.
I saw that, and 6.5 is a lot of points.
It's a lot of points for a division game.
And a team that can score.
Right. But obviously both teams can.
In LA. Well, yeah.
Watch like the Chiefs be up 3 in the last minute and throw a bomb to Tyreek to go up 10.
Right.
Whatever.
Right. That's exactly something like that's going to happen.
Exactly. They only put up 17 last week against the Cowboys, so I'm expecting a bounce back.
Who are the Chargers?
Yes.
They only had like 20 points week 1, too.
Yeah.
When they played
the
Washington.
Chiefs defense has really struggled. So
yeah, that's because all of their money is spent on offense.
Bingo. So this is the time where Justin, come on, man. Don't hurt me.
Yeah, figure it out. Because we should have Patrick Mahomes. Although you saw Patrick Mahomes in that Super Bowl game, and that's what he would have looked like on the Bears every game. Because he didn't have either tackle. He was just running around 6 points. And you're like, is Mitch Trubisky maybe the GOAT?
Whoa. Okay, timeout.
What if Mitch went to the Chiefs? Would they be running?
Oh, they'd be sick, too.
There's no way they'd be running.
No,
it's a Mitch thing.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He's a pretty good guy. All right, I'm going back to the well. I'm taking the Saints plus 130 at New England.
They haven't turned you off for good.
Doing it. No. And I think they were getting like 2.5 points too if you wanted to go that way. But again, man, I think they had an off week last week. And I'd be curious to see Mac Jones against, again, what should be a good defense.
Yeah, and a defense you kind of have to throw to beat, it seems like.
Right. And I do like Mac Jones. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's going to have a good long run in the league. But I still think he's a little green. I think the Saints are going to come out angry, and I think they're going to put the Pats in their place at home.
Yeah, and I do think getting kind of whooped by the Panthers is probably going to work to your benefit because they're going to come out hard.
I can't even believe that.
No.
Because, we talked about it last week. I don't see the Panthers as a threat in that division, but after whooping the Saints, are we wrong?
Yeah, and they're 2-0. So,
and I mean, again, we don't want to overreact. It's week 3 of 18.
And they got to play the Jets week 1. So,
right. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I mean, Carolina spanked New Orleans last week.
Mm-hmm. And you're betting mostly on you like Sean Payton and what he's doing with Jameis
and they have Alvin Kamara.
Right.
Like the Patriots don't have an Alvin Kamara on their team.
No.
Their defense is good. New England has a good defense. Yeah, Jimmy White. He should be an every down back. I'm telling you. All 5'7", 155 pounds of them.
We're the only two people who've ever said that.
You can come to Chicago anytime.
More James White.
All right, any closing remarks here? We did our starts. We did our sits. We went through the lines.
Yeah, my only thing is I can't be as bad as last weekend, so maybe this is the time to ride my advice.
There you go. At least
I'm due.
I'm due. Yeah, again, thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, help us out. We'll be back next week, and I feel like we couldn't come up with a stronger ending here.
Hopefully, we're on the right side of these predictions.
On the right side of the predictions. All right, you heard it here first. Fantasy Rivals. Check us out next week. We'll talk to you.